We're back. We're starting the assembly. So all the stuff is all being cleaned. You know, I'll probably have to take it all apart again and clean it again. But that's the main thing. Gearbox is in, working nicely, selecting all the things. So I've just got to put all the things back into the thing to put the things together with the, you know, the up and down pistony things that, and bolt it all up. So if you're still here, thanks. Let's do a bit more. First off is this final drive little dude. This is the output shaft, output gear, output shaft. Big springy thing. Now I know what you're thinking. What's that for? I'm going to show you. Because that's got to go back in through that hole. There. So I've lubed it up with a bit of rubber grease because there's an O-ring there that does the sealing. You know, there's, in all the grandest traditions of doing stuff in the shed, we're not getting a new one. We'll just lube the old one up. Bearing's good. Bearing was good. So this gear here comes off. But see the big thingies on it? Those locate into there, ramped things. So that if you get a massive load of back drive, you know, what do you call it? Let's say you change down too many gears and you lock the back wheel up. Rather than it going through and smashing the gearbox all to hell, that's physically going to get stopped by the back wheel because it's a shaft drive. Jobbed. That's going to want to ride up, but it can't. So that spring will compress. It'll make a massively loud noise, clatter, 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 and you won't have to blow your gearbox to bits. You see? Clever, eh? It's not a slipper clutch. Ooh. It's a protection device. Right, that goes in there like what that is. Like what that is. Like what? What? Goes in there. Well, it used to go in there. It doesn't go in there anymore. Well, that's clearly shrunk. Or it's in the wrong place. Why didn't I remember these things when I take it apart? That definitely went on there. No, that goes on that side. You don't need that yet, Neil. Foolish boy. Yeah. That bit goes in there. You see? Easy. That bit goes in there. You see? Easy. That bit goes in there. You see? Easy. Don't make me get the... That bit goes in there. You see? Easy. Yeah. That bit goes there. There's more of this to come. You know, a lot. That went in nicely. You know, nice and gently like. Bit of a squeeze up using these little things. Make sure they're nice and clean first. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Went in beautifully. Squeeze. That'll squeeze up when it's when you got some nuts and bolts in there. Lovely. Right, next job. Next job. Mr. Oily Pump. Clean the strainer out badly. You know, you You don't need the full width of the strainer to work, just most of it. So this little chappy has got some O-rings on it. That'll be fine. We might just give a bit of the old red goop on there, normally used for brake seals and that sort of stuff, but it'll be fine. There are also some other O-rings here, and these look like they've been flattened, so I might replace them. I know, no expense spared. Squished. So here I've got my handy work zone O-ring selectment, O-ring assortment box, 420 pieces, 419 pieces. They can't even make their mind up which one it is. Is the 420th one the box? Maybe. Anyway, it's been up on the old shelf for a while. Look, it's like a box of wonder. How big is that? That big. Same. Goes in. Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just resting on the top of there. Nicely. It's amazing what you find in the middle aisle at the old, you know, the local shop. Good stuff. So those went in with a bit of the old, those locating dowels. Let's put a tiny bit of grease around them, just so we know we're not sort of going to pinch them too much. And all the rest of it, that goes in there nicely. These go in there nicely. You realise, of course, I'm only talking to myself to convince myself I'm doing it right. That is until the point where it goes wrong, and then we'll find somebody else to point the finger at. Right, good. Strainer, it's got the bottom thing, pump, good. Bit of juice around those, just to help them on their way. These aren't normal O-rings, these are special ones, you know. Gotten really hard and crusty. They only feed the main bearings. It's, you know, it's not like you need actually all to get past those. You want some too? You can have some. Yep. Oh, so much better. Right, those two go on to those two. That one goes in that one. That slides down to that. Was there another dowel? Maybe. Yes. Was there more? No. Not for you. You live for something else. Right. Engage. Engage. Here. Engage you. Engage you some more. Engage you. My new O-rings are going to be squashing up there nicely. Perfect. You see? Now what does that do? It just fits over the pressure blow-off valve. Oh, have I done that amazing thing where I've got it in the wrong order again and I've got to take it out to put it back on again? No. Ha ha ha! And that just sits that way around. Like that. Doing absolutely nothing. If it does blow off, it must blow off back this way for some reason. An engineer's done that, found it's important. Right. Well, you don't go there, do you? You could go there. Are you to the same size? Yes. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. Whoop whoop. It's coming back together. Mr. 10mm socket. Squeeze. Usually like to use the air gun for this sort of stuff. You know, really do them up tight. 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 Not quite tight enough though. Not quite tight enough. As you know, that's just me moving some stuff behind you to get the other things that I need to do the thing with. Yes. Off. Don't know what's up here. It's just too long. Nipped. Torque wrench. You need to use a torque wrench for that. No. Just go to the point. Press tight. See? That's that on. What else do we need to do? Don't let me forget to do that one up. Tightly. Can't do it up now because it spins. Must do that one up. That's on. That's on. They're in. Juiced up ready. They're all in. That's all done. That's good. What about these? Oh yeah. Let's put these in, shall we? We'll put them in the other engine, other side. Don't forget them. Back in a minute. Had a swap round. What goes in here? Can you remember? Of course you can. You've been paying attention. This is excellent. Never have too much oil when you're putting engines together. You know, get some in there. Nice. Right. Careful now. You go that way. You go that way. Shh. Yep. Happy? You happy there? No, not at all. Do you know why? Because you're a dick. You know, if brains were dangerous, you know the phrase. That's better. You see? V-twin. They're not in order. You just got to make it right sometimes. Just squirt some oil on it and, you know, people won't notice what a fucking dick you made of yourself there. Right then. That should all work nicely still. Being gentle there with it. Come on, spin. Stay. Spin, stay. Good. That's on. That's on. That's lubed. That can stay. That's there. That's all there. Lovely jubbly. What's next? Gaskety type stuff. There is. Three Bond 1184. Liquid gasket grey. I chose the grey to match the aluminium. Right. I think I've got enough, don't you? Semi-drying elastomer. Excellent gap filling ability. Yep. I know somebody like that at college. Excellent LP. What you... Whoa! Here's a lively one. Right, I'm going to wipe that down nicely, gently, smear it. I've watched that chap who, makes the motorbikes. He, does it properly. Brushes that on. Nice. Because you don't want it all falling down on the inside there. Because it'll, it's ooze and you never see it again. So, I'm going to get a paintbrush and very lightly dribble that around. And also put these back in. There. There, no. Here. Maybe. There, no. I've raided the kiddies painty box and found, the best paintbrush I could find that's still flexible. Anyway, that'll do for painting that lively stuff onto here. Oh my god, it's gone everywhere. Now we've got it sorted. There's only loads to do. Smells good. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! Anyway, I suppose now I've started this, no turning back really. See, I'd normally use a bit of RTV on here. I'm a good fan of the RTV, but this stuff came highly recommended. If it's good enough for Alan, good enough for me. That bloke is an absolute genius. Fair dues, inspirational. I bet he's laughing his head off watching my YouTube vids. That reminds me. I do need to go and get a cupcake. Yeah, this is going to take forever. I can see why I just squirt RTV around and rub it in with my finger now. Yeah, and of course all the bristles coming off this brush that I just found in the shed in their painting kit, that'll be fine, it'll be fine. It's going to be fine. Right. I'll give you a shout when I'm doing the big old get the lids back on game. That'll be fun because it's at that point, just as they close together, I'll remember I've forgotten something that needs to be on the inside. Then we can all watch and laugh as we see it on the side here going, yeah, wonder if he's going to notice that needs to go in. Probably not. Ooh, I'm bored of this job already. Anyhow. Don't know why I'm putting it over here. That doesn't have to seal anything, does it? Oh, but it's shiny, so put some on. Okay. Yep. Get some down the dowels to really lock those in. Ready for the next person to undo it. They can have a fight. The next person will absolutely be me. When I put these two halves together, clamp them up, and the gearbox binds up solid. So, it's good to be optimistic in these situations. I find. Is that enough, do you think? Oh. Never used this stuff before. No, it's not as thick as our TV, is it? It's not, you know, it's not gonna. It's gonna leak everything. Look, all down the side now. Bit at the top here to do still. Maybe should have started with this bit first. Then you won't be leaning over the stuff you've done, getting your massive belly caught in it all. You know, forward planning was never really a strong suit of yours. You don't want to be doing it like that. I wonder what Northern Moto Vlog's doing these days. Apparently, he's off on a 1,000-mile trip to get his Iron Butt Association accredited. Maybe give him a like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Right, have I missed anywhere? That bit's done. Whoop. That bit's done. That's all done. Done. Nice, good. Done loads there. You missed that bit, yeah, but that bit doesn't get gasketed. Ooh. Do the bottom. Do more on the bottom, because, you know, that's where the oil sits. What do you think? Enough? Too much? Not enough? I bought that whole tube and I used about 3 brushfuls. Amazing. More here. Right, that can go away before you leak everywhere. Tight. That will never come off again. Go up on my shelf. That'll fall off in a little while, so I'll have a laugh at that. This, bit of oil on there, please. Bit more on there, there. Thank you. You're lubed up for you. You can turn upside down and go into there. You're there nicely. Should probably take you off. Too late now. Too late now. Got the nuts and bolts ready? No. Bit more oil on you. For you. You're not going to fall out. You're not going to fall out. You're going to turn round. Yep. First casualty. Where's that going? There. Peekaboo. Come on. What are you stuck on there? Uh-huh. Dowels. Nice. Not on the other dowel yet. Rocking and rolling. Do 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 do. And just go on. And just go on. This is where we realise that that gear's bigger than this one. It won't fit anyway, because, you know, the output shaft's a different size. Well, they say pride comes before fall, and that gear and that bearing's supposed to fit in there. As in there, wrong fucking size, bastard. Right then. Old gear out of old box was in there. That is 1 tooth bigger a slightly bigger diameter than the old one. Why do you do that, manufacturers? Anyway, that one now fits in because I changed that gear for... Yes, all fall apart. I'm getting to understand how this all goes back together now. It's dead easy. See, that one in here. And this one's got a nasty little dampener on it as well. You see a little damper? So that one is actually smaller than that one. Believe it or not. I don't believe it, but it's true. One tooth smaller, slightly different diameter, means that that didn't fit into there. Now, I know you don't believe me, but it's a fact. And what I also can't believe is that that actually fitted with the clearance in there to do the thing. That was lucky, because the under one of those is probably in... it's been recycled by now. Right then, let's, before this stuff goes... So we'll strip all this stuff off again and give it another go. I almost went apoplectic back there. A wise man once said to me, better to learn by somebody else's mistakes. That was a mistake that you don't need to make in future. Right then. It's good that I spent minutes applying this stuff. Trick is not to get it all inside the gearbox again. Fed up with washing this gearbox out. But maybe fate realised that I'd need a massive tube of the stuff because I'd be applying it more than once. Fairly standard. So, what have we learnt today, kids? 1, always check all the gears mesh before you start a engine gearbox rebuild. Number 2, don't get too cocky because you'll look like an absolute turd blossom when you come to put stuff back together again. Fairly standard. Number 3, keep a nice, reasonably dull chisel to hand for cleaning up gasket surfaces. Number 4, just chill out a bit. It's only an engine. It's only a gearbox. It's not as if we're at war or anything. Number 5. This is another good one. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing twice. Anyway, come back in a little while when we'll be back in the same place we were quite a while ago. Right, let's put the gearbox back in again. Right then, let's just do it all again. You've seen this bit with the paint and the stuff goes everywhere and the grey stuff and it all oozes and there's loads of it in the tube. You've seen that before, and I think I threw over there. I'm going to have to go and get back out the bin with the... Where did I put the brush? There. And paint all that up again. Then do the thing. Where's the crankshaft gone? I would have probably forgotten that if I'd not just noticed. I'll put that in wrong again. Put that back in there again. Right. Bear with. I'll be back. Of course it landed upside down and stuck onto my old can of Electro Clean from MDS. Learn by your mistakes. Remember this? Guess where I'm starting this time? You see, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing twice. We've painted the dupe on all the goop, around all the things. We didn't miss any at all. We'll not throw that out because we'll probably want that again in a minute. Crankshaft's back in, gearbox is back in, different size gear in the end. Leaving the final drive bit out for the minute. I'm going to put that in after it comes in from that side and the bearing can fit in nice. Gently tap rather than fight with it all the way in. This is all still good to go. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Washers on. Washers on. Everything's in. Good. Come on then. Let's be having you. Let's be having you. Why? Thank you. Dowels. Dowel pins. Dowel pins, yes. Gently. 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 More gently. Sounds good. Sounds good. Right, prepare to see a grown man cry. Let's see if it all still spins, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Should we do that? No. They'll be fine. Let's drop this little chap in. Dowel. Grease. More grease. You know, because grease is the word. Some say he's a bit thick. Others say he just doesn't think ahead. It's like I always said, the job's worth doing. It's worth doing many, many, many times. Where's that gone now? Put that down somewhere. This is where we can really start getting angry. Yeah. Ever seen that film, Falling Down, or whatever it's called? No, not Downfall, that's the one about Hitler. The one about the bloke who eventually totally loses the plot. Yep. It's coming. I can feel it. Let's put this back on in here. Right, come on. Get yourself in there. Without pissing about. You're going in, you're going in. You need to turn and get located with the things. That's the bearing going in. Or not. As the case may be. That's going down. You're going down onto there. Come on, in you go. Rotate you a bit. Let's get you spinning. You're locked up in there. You do go in because you came out. So just behave yourself. Okay, you're all free. You're all free to go in. You're massively off centre. Why is that then? You're like all the way over there, and you should be somewhere else completely. Ah, it's got you. You little shit house. Right. Now come down. Rest. Rest. Finger. Ooh, pain. Pain's new, fresh. I like it, it's good. Right. Stay. Good. Engaged. Good. Down. Good. 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 On the bearings, on the things. Where's Tonya Harding gone? There she is. Gently. Gently. Gently, gently hit stuff that's not going to snap off. Get that bearing in. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Easy. I don't know what the fuss is about. Could do these every day of the week. Piece of cake. You know, and I haven't even got all the stuff splurging out everywhere. Amazing. I'll probably have to take it apart again at some point because I would have forgotten something. So far, so good. Let's get some bolts in. Ever had one of those days? Well, that was easy. It's all in. Bolts are all done up. Bolt, 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 bolt. Need to tighten that one up. Need to tighten that one up. That one in, that one in, that one in. Load down up. It's all in there. Oil pumps in, stuff in. It's all changes gear still. All the goop is oozing out nicely. The correct amount of ooze. So that's all going to get cleaned up soon. And we are calling that a win. Time for a cup of tea. And a quiet sit down. Catch you later.